All right, here we are for round number 2. We are on the play against Fax. Virtually guaranteed to be on Stompy. I'm actually going to keep this hand. He's probably disappointed that he doesn't get a free win. Because Stompy is pretty much freebie against blue-black teachings. I mean, I am about 50-50 against Stompy, but it's not an easy matchup. He thinks he needs the free win, huh? Well, I don't know. When you got these sweet avatars, that means you got quite a few trophies. You don't need any more. Of course, you have to get them in other formats. Yeah, we're talking about the matchup a little bit. So apparently played it in the first round. He's going to have trouble getting through this wall if he doesn't have a Rancor. If he has a Rancor, he can get through it pretty easily, but yeah, I mean, Stompy can beat anything. We got a pretty decent start here, though. Hitting that Ancient Den was a big deal. Even if he plays a Rancor on this, which is what I would expect. No, nothing. Just a Vault Scourge. Okay. You don't get this many trophies without drawing the right cards sometimes, so. Another resourceful return, that's a few too many, I think, at this point. Pestilence is a good draw. Definitely need some more stuff, though. And I'll happily block anything with this Wall of Hope. Any creature. Even if he puts a Rancor on this, I will happily block it. Yeah. He knows it. Without a Rancor, it's going to be kind of tough to fight through all of our stuff here. Alright, Wild Mongrel is a good one. I'm happy to block that with my Wall of Hope, though. I'd like to kill my Wall of Hope. Alright, there's another. That's a creature I can't block. So this is a very good draw. He must have drawn this turn, because I think we would have cast it last turn if he had it. Alrighty. Gonna Night's Whisper, probably. Chainer's Edict. Not particularly interesting here. I'd like to get another black source for the Pestilence. Alright, looks like we found it. So I just need to live until I can Pestilence everything away. No pest, please. I do have it, but I could also die before I can even activate it, which is pretty unfortunate for me. Alright, pretty easy block on the Wild Mongrel here. I'm happy to trade a card for my Wall of Hope. And if I draw a land... Oh, interesting. He's casting something? Oh, just discarding a forest? Sure. I'll just Resourceful return it back and play it again. My opponent's not getting anywhere attacking like this. Like, I'm about to gain 3 life and take 3, so I'm okay with that. And I'll get to draw a card. Oh, it's just F6 this turn. Okay, Hunger the Hellpack. That's going to be a little tougher to deal with. Scoured Barrens means that I want to play this Pestilence right now, I think. So I'm taking 6. I need to save the Chainer's Edict for the Vault Scourge. Man, I do have the Pestilence. We'll see if it's enough to live here. I'll be blocking the Wild Mongrel. We'll see if it's enough. I can also like Resourceful Return back my Wall of Hope next turn, and yeah, I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do. If I draw my Vault of Whispers, then I'll be in very good shape. Yeah, it all depends what our opponent has in hand. We were lucky that he didn't have multiple hungers last turn. Problem is, I'm kind of expecting to die here. Not this turn, but I'm expecting to die next turn before I can wipe his board. What can I draw here? Another Chainer's Edict doesn't do it. I do have to consider, like, if I want to Resourceful Return back my Wall of Hope and then Pestilence for 2, and then I'll be able to block the Wild Mongrel with the Wall of Hope as well. I think that's probably what I want to do next turn. That seems like a pretty strong series of plays. He's thinking through his options. Decides not to play anything first main. I'm going to chump block the Wild Mongrel. It's potentially the most damage. So we'll see what happens here. I don't think I'm going to die here. He didn't make landfall, so that would have been a way that I could have lost to like triple groundswell. But that's not what happened. I wonder what he's considering, if he wants to use some speed off some pump spells or something. Vines of the Vastwood, probably. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 I'm taking here. So I think I'm going to go to 1 next turn after I make my Wall of Hope play. Yeah, because I can't kill everything. All right, 1 Wall of Hope, please. Guardian of the Guild Pact. So I'm still dead to any pump spell, which kind of stinks. Yeah, let's Pestilence twice. Force my opponent to discard 1 card to the Mongrel. But yeah, I'm dead to any pump spell on this Vault Scourge. Hunger of the Hell Pact seemed pretty good here. So I was yield to that. Yeah, I didn't think this would be enough to win here. We're dead to any pump spell at all. And I'm assuming he has one, the way he spent that Vines last turn. He's kind of hesitating. Could be a slow roll, could not be. I am probably going to win if he doesn't kill me this turn, though. So that's something. We will see what happens. He's thinking a lot. I mean, what could I possibly have? I don't think there's any card in the format that can deal with this. Even Snuff Out, I don't even have a swamp, and this is a black creature, so that wouldn't work. This is a lot of thinking. He's got to decide if he wants to attack with his Wild Mongrel or not. Obviously, I have to block if he does. So what am I going to do? If he attacks with a mongrel, I have to block. He discards a card. I go to 1. I only have 1 Chainer's Edict right now. I would need 2 to kill both his guys. I also can't kill the Wild Mongrel and the Vault Scourge. I don't know, I think he should almost certainly attack with it. But it looks like he decided not to. That would have been a pretty savage slow roll. Okay. That's not very good. So let's see, if he double discards to save his mongrel, I don't think I can do anything about it. I needed a life gain land, I think. It's possible I could still draw one, but we'll see what he does first. So let's Pestilence. Oh yeah, I'm dead if I do that. So I needed to draw the card off the clue first. Couldn't have done anything about it, even if I had Resourceful returned. I guess that's probably why I didn't want to attack with the mongrel. All right. So I want the Erishan Cleric. I want both of these, of course. Prismatic Strands, and this Guardian's probably pretty good. I don't know about Oblivion Ring. Seems okay. Definitely don't want that stuff. Don't really want the Duress. Don't really want Palace Sentinels at all. I can kill them with other stuff. Don't need those. I gotta make one more cut. Maybe one Night's Whisper. This seems pretty good. Yeah, so we died to exact damage there. Might have still lost anyway if our opponent had played correctly around everything. And our mana base, I think, kind of came to bite us there. Like if I'd had an untapped black source, I think we could have maybe gotten there at some point in there. But all these. So also just like even just like didn't draw any commies and stuff. I should have. Obviously, I made a mistake there to spew off my Pestilence and just kill myself. But as it turns out, there wasn't anything coming up, so it didn't matter at all. All right, would I like to play first? Yes, I would. Sand seems okay. I'll keep it. Got a lot of life gain, got a fog, got a quicksand. All right, he's down to 5. Not great for the Stompy deck. So I think I'm probably going to play the Kami and the quicksand. Maybe not. I don't anticipate hitting that with a quicksand. Just play a Mortuary Mire. Also don't anticipate fogging this Young Wolf. This one looks pretty good. I think it's going to be tough to lose this one, especially since he's got all these Young Wolves. These are great in a lot of other matchups, but they're pretty bad here. Just play this wall out. If he wants to use a pump spell to kill our wall, I'm cool with that. Like to get some of those pump spells out of his hand anyways. No attacks. Makes sense. This will probably... Let's just play the Guardian, actually. That'll probably end it, too. I don't want him to just be able to gleeful sabotage my Pestilence away without a second thought. River Boa. Alright, Prismatic Strands is a good one. Let's go ahead and just pick up this Radiant Fountain. And I guess I'll attack. I want to be able to play this Pestilence and use it a few times. Ideally, I'll be able to use it 3 times, so I'd like one more Black Source before I play it. Because I want to be able to kill both Young Wolves with it. Epic Confrontation, huh? Alright, well. No damage from green, please. Green. Alright, so that didn't work for our opponent. I block. Alright, no blocks. Got another Guardian here. Attack with that. Yeah, I'm definitely preferring this play to the Pestilence. Now I'm just getting my beat down on. Maybe I should have played the Quicksand, but this Guardian is pretty good. I don't think our opponent has any outs here, but you never know. Radiant Longbow is an interesting one. Okay. The equipped creature gains the ability, so I can Prismatic Strands it. Okay. Although if I'm just Pestilencing everything away, there's no real point to worrying about that. Does that give me enough? Oh, I shouldn't have played that Quicksand. Oh well. Let's just kill that. Yeah, Quicksand was a mistake there. Let's go ahead and hit those, because I think I could have picked up my vaults. But then I didn't. Let's just keep bashing in. I think I'm gonna pick up the Mortuary Mire. I can put my Core Skyfisher back on top or something if I want. Or this Kami. So my opponent needs a way to destroy Pestilence and like deal me a bunch of damage and kill me. Looks like it is a Gleeful Sabotage. It's kind of exactly what I expected. The thing is, now my opponent's just on a 2-turn clock and they're gonna die anyways. So I wasn't too upset about playing this out, but I don't know, I didn't count, but I could have maybe picked up that Vault of Whispers and gotten more damage in. Green Ranger is that's problematic. That's the best possible creature, but I don't think that's good enough. Maybe if he has another one? Oh, that doesn't matter. Sure, I take 4. I'm at approximately 1 billion. Alright, tag with these. They all get in. So I could Mortuary Mire this Kami to the top. Opponent's empty-handed. Sure, I'll play Night's Whisper. Why not? I guess I will put it on top. Why wouldn't I? So with the Viridian Longbow equip on the stack. I'll just make it so green doesn't deal any damage and the game will be over. Pretty tough for them to deal with prismatic strands. Green. I'll F6. I've got 6 power of unblockable for my opponent to deal with. Oh, that's interesting. So I should have waited for a ping here. That's okay, I have the Pestilence. So he top decked the perfect card, but it doesn't matter. He can kill my core Skyfisher, but I'll just Pestilence everything to death, and it won't matter at all. Won't make a bit of difference. Yep, goodbye Skyfisher. I hardly knew ye. Alright. Now that we got that out of the way, I attack for 4. And Pestilence the last one. Plink. It was a valiant effort by my opponent to attempt to come back. Alright, let's keep our undefeated hopes alive. I do almost want this Duress. Our opponent has a lot of non-creature spells that I'd like to take out of their hand. But what would I get rid of? Probably don't need all these resourceful returns. I do like having Night's Whispers. Like, we've got a lot of high-end stuff. Alright. Maybe we should have done that last time. Like, it's nice to take Gleeful Sabotage. The Longbow would be nice to take out of their hand. The Rancor. Just lots of stuff I'd like to take. Lead off with Scoured Barrens. Keep this. It's not amazing. Vault Scourge, huh? It's actually possible I want to Duress a Rancor if they have one. Just right away. Yeah, that makes me want to play Duress for sure. Alright, I guess this is a tough one. I can't beat any of this stuff, really. Gleeful Sabotage can be pretty annoying on, but I'll only play 1 land out, so I can't hit multiples. I'm going to take the Rancor. It's going to slow down his clock quite a bit. Let's see if he goes for the Stone Rain. One annoying thing about this Vault Scourge as well is that it's a different color. It's not green. So Prismatic Strands doesn't work. A lot of the stuff doesn't work. I don't really want to play out my Ancient Den here, so I guess I'm just going to play that. A little unfortunate the way the cards fell. My opponent couldn't have, like, wouldn't have been able to cast the Rancor and the River Bowl last turn anyway, so I could have played my Scoured Barrens. And I wouldn't have been quite so vulnerable to Gleeful Sabotage, but I'm kind of hoping he uses it. Looks like he's going to. Nope. That was a good draw. Well, only good if he wants to use the Gleeful Sabotage, otherwise it doesn't really matter. Okay. So now I can play my other one, so that's good. Opponent's got an Epic Confrontation. I have to decide if I'd rather play a tapped land or an untapped land. Since I don't have a 4th untapped land for the Guardian, I think I'm going to play a tapped one. Ooh, Eroshin Cleric, huh? Let's go ahead and Bojuka Bog my opponent and just play the Thraben Inspector. I'm assuming I'm going to get punched here, but I'm not sure. I would probably punch if I were my opponent, just to get in the extra damage and stuff. Hopefully it's not like another Burning Tremissary into a punch. Yep, okay, so all the cards we've seen are gone. Oh, what a draw. What a draw from our opponent. Yeah, I mean, that's the best card in the deck. So I guess they're going to draw it sometimes. I don't think I can afford to put a Thraben Inspector on top. Well, I guess our opponent didn't have a very tough choice last turn. That was a pretty obvious choice. Just like I have the obvious choice to block the River Boa here. Come on. Okay, never mind. I was like, come on with the pump spells again. Okay, land is fine. So I kind of need this thing to die so I can Pestilence. This is the problem with Pestilence against Stompy and stuff. It just doesn't do anything. So let's crack this. Mortuary Mire does nothing, really. Obviously, I'm dead to a pump spell. I'm dead to a fight spell. No. Yeah, I don't have any outs. There's no targeted removal in this deck. We have no way to ever remove a Vault Scourge. That's a 4/4. It's basically impossible for the deck to do. I believe we have no outs at all, no matter what they draw or what we draw. That'll do it. All right, kind of top decked a couple things in a row at the end, but there were a lot of things that would have killed us there. Like even just Vines of the Vastwood would have probably been enough to kill me, unfortunately. So, yeah, I don't know. If this deck can't deal with Stompy, I don't think it's a good deck, but we'll see. We'll see going forward. We'll probably play another round against Stompy, so I'll see you guys there.